So today we are here with Kelli Shaw. I am so excited for you guys to get to know Kelli. She is from Wasatch Wild Woman, and she's going to explain that in a little while. But Kelli, go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelli Shaw. Nice to meet everyone. Excited to be here. Totally nervous, but happy to be here and thankful for the opportunity. So thank you so much, Shelly.
You're welcome. So tell us a little about you.
I am, let's see, I think I'm 43. I'm in that age where maybe I'm 43. I just turned 43 in May. I am born and raised in Utah. I grew up in Ogden, went to Ogden High, which is still a huge point of pride for me. Love that. I've got 3 kids, Ty, Eden, and Bodie, and they're just like the little loves of my life, even though they're not little anymore. They're pretty much grown. They're 15, 17, and 19, and they're my reason, they're why I do, anything good.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I'm already crying,
that's okay.
But yes, so I'm a mom and a business owner now, and I've been married to Mike for 22 years, and I just feel so lucky to have this life that I have, and grateful for the opportunities we've had, and to be able to do the things that I love to do so often, and now kind of incorporating it into work as we do these women's retreats. It just feels like I get to do what I love to do with awesome women all the time. And it's just such a joy. It's brought so much happiness and clarity and goodness into my life that I feel really happy the last few years having been a part of some of the stuff we've been able to do. Has been really fun.
That's awesome. So are the retreats, is that with the Wasatch Wild Woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Wasatch Wild Woman kind of came to be a few years ago. I've always loved being active. I've always loved to work out. I was doing Pilates at the time every day, and I was going to this really cool studio out here in North Ogden, Pleasant View area where I live. And I just one day was like, we should go hiking after class. And some of the gals were like, sure. And we just started going more and more. And slowly it turned into like, well, we should make an Instagram so people can see like what we're doing. And then if they want to come and be involved, and it has snowballed into this fun group of women who hike or mountain bike, or we've floated the river. Like we do all kinds of just fun stuff that I kind of didn't know women could do or women were doing. And it's been awesome to meet so many talented women who are already doing this stuff, who come and teach the people or women that don't know, maybe aren't as good at it or as familiar, how to do it. And it's been really awesome. It's just been a cool experience to be a part of. And it's grown and kind of blossomed into this, we call it, I'm from Utah, so there's lots of LDS culture here. Mm-hmm. And so the Wasatch Wild Women has kind of become the non-denominational relief society. We've been able to do some really cool stuff for our community and give back in a lot of cool ways. And it's just been a huge blessing in my life and brought women into my life who you don't realize what you don't have until you have it. Yeah. I've had friends come into my life who are body confident and skill confident and capable. And these are areas where maybe I was lacking and didn't realize it. And the blessings that have come from knowing these women have been immense in my life and in my perception of myself and my family. And it's given me tools to see myself more clearly and in more positive ways than maybe I had in the past, and to believe in my capabilities, because I'm watching these women do these amazing things. And I sometimes feel like, man, I hope they don't realize how much I suck and stop inviting me. But it's just been really cool. It's turned into like really like just a few gals hiking after Pilates into this. I think last time I checked the group me, there's like 200 women in there, and they're all phenomenal. Every one of them has it brings something to the table, something I didn't realize I was missing until they're there showing me.
And
So
I
it's
bet
been
you
cool.
provide things as well.
Well, lots of jokes. I always bring snacks. I have that scarcity thing where like you're afraid you won't have food. So I definitely always have treats, and we usually stop for a Diet Coke somewhere along the way, but it's
That
been
is
fun.
awesome. What a community. That is so
It,
powerful.
it really, when I think back, even just this last week, we had a member of our close community lose their daughter to a drowning incident.
Oh.
And the Wasatch Wild Women donated 17 Minky blankets and over $1,000 towards her scholarship fund. So the blankets were the Minky material, not the Minky Couture brand. The brand was the Sleepy Sasquatch. And what they did was they had this little gal's best friend pick a pattern that reminded her of her friend who had passed. And we got those blankets made for her friends and family who had lost her, to have a little tangible reminder of her. And it was just such a neat thing. And these women have done that time and again when our community has, needed help, or a member of our community has been suffering. They show up, and it's amazing. I'm so thankful to have seen some of the good they've done. It is powerful. It's emotional, and it's humbling, and it's been really something special to be a part of. So,
wow. And it shows. I follow the Wasatch Wild Women on Instagram because I love the mountains, and I can feel the joy and love between your community. It's so awesome. I wish I was closer to be a part of it so I could physically
come and
there.
visit. Come and visit. You would be welcomed with open arms. That's the thing about it. No one is there trying to prove how great they are. Mm-hmm. Everyone is there to teach and share their gifts. I've been floored. I mean, it's changed my life. I didn't know that there was that many amazing people who just wanted to help other people be outside, and the peace that I have found outside in my life, and in a lot of ways it's saved parts of me. I need it. I need it every day. And being out there, it's true. The women in our community are phenomenal. There's no backbiting. There's no gossip. There's no like stereotypical like things that I think women get pegged with. It's just good. Like everyone is so good and so kind and so accepting. It's been a really neat experience, like on a million levels.
That's awesome. Do you think part of that, as you were saying about the gossiping, backbiting, I mean, you're out in nature and you're nature-minded people if you're out doing the things that you are. And do you think that has a part of it, like of your nature? Being out in nature,
no, I do think that. I feel like when you're out in nature and your phone's, in your backpack and you're just unplugged, I can feel, I've told my friends, being in nature is both fulfilling and emptying. I feel like I am filled with good feelings, and anything negative I've had that day drains away while I'm out there. And it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. It puts you in the moment. It gets you out of your own way, and you don't have a choice. If you're hiking, you're just watching your next footfall, and you're usually for me, I'm trying not to die because these women are fast and fit, and we're usually walking up a hill, and it's so good to just drain any negative energy you've built up over the day or the week or however often, it's been. I just feel like it takes away anything bad and replaces it with good. That's been my experience, and it's been amazing. We've done a lot of cool stuff, and every bit of it is just like joyful.
So what you said a lot of cool stuff. What are some of those things?
Well, hiking nonstop. Our group has done the Grand Canyon rim to rim.
Wow.
We did that last year as a group of women, and I can't even tell you. I left loving those ladies. I know them well. They're my friends. And my cute husband drove 12 women in an RV. He shuttled us, bless his heart. We were sitting on lawn chairs in the RV, doing facials, painting nails, playing games. and he dropped us off, and we did from the north to the south rim. It was just phenomenal. I mean, it ended up being around 28 miles.
Wow.
And it was hard. They are hard miles. It's a ton of vertical feet at the end. And I just couldn't have asked for a better day, like laughing all day long, giggling all day long, eating all day long. It was just the best experience. So much fun. And it was just amazing. You know, we would have groups stopping us like, what is this? Why are you guys all together? What is, and it was just fun. Like, we were a loud, raucous group of ladies just rolling down through the Grand Canyon. It was a lot of fun. So lots of stuff like that. I've picked up mountain biking in the last year. A lot of the women who are in the group have been doing it forever and are really good at it. And like I said, like, they're so happy to come and instruct without making you feel like you're a beginner, you know, like
That's cool.
It's hard to start something new because inevitably you're going to suck at it. And they're just amazing. The encouragement that comes and the sisterhood that comes along with it it makes you really feel like you can do it. I can pick this up because they're telling me I can. And even though I know I'm not keeping up with them yet, or not going over the stuff they're going yet, like, they're telling me I can do it, and I'm starting to believe them. So
That's awesome.
it is awesome. It's been a lot of fun.
That's cool. And I noticed, I think it was just recently you posted about you and your son. It looked like you were mountain biking. Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it trickles into your family as well.
Yes. In fact, my friend and I were talking about this. I have a best friend named Kelli, and she blew out her MCL 2 days ago, standing up on the surfboard. So I was with her at the doctor yesterday. I drove her to the doctor while her husband took their boys to their sporting games. And we were talking about that. Like, growing up, I always felt like my outdoor stuff came from my dad. My mom, bless her heart, like, not her bag. And I'm sure she felt like she had to catch up on the house and stuff while we were out of the house. And I just have always loved showing my kids, especially my daughter, but my sons too. But I wanted them to know that it's not just for the dads, it's for the moms too. The moms are going to ski with you. The moms are going to camp with you. The mom is going to ride her bike with you. And so me and my oldest son went on Sunday, just the two of us. And it was like one of the best days of my life. Anytime I get with my boys or my girl, it's the best. And if we're outside doing something fun and I'm watching them challenge themselves and maybe push past some fears, you know, I took my youngest son 2 nights ago, and I just was amazed. They're so good. And sometimes I feel like I have to drag them, like, come on, it'll be fun. And then when we're there, my youngest son, who's 15, was just like, Mom, this is the best. Can we do this every day? And I was like, yeah, we can do this every day, bud. Like, this is what it's all about. I just have developed such a love for the outdoors and the healing that comes with it. You know, it's just the peace that comes with it. Not to mention it's great exercise. It's good for your body. But it's just what it does for my mind is so necessary to have that. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. The building of relationship you have with your those women, but also with your children, and
absolutely.
Creating and instilling the love of nature in them that way too. Just,
oh man, that's my biggest dream, is just to teach them that matters, and that it's for boys, it's for girls. We're all capable, and we're all going to benefit. So it's awesome. That's one of my favorite things I feel like I could instill in my kids is my great love for the outdoors. And when I see it in them too, man, it starts a fire in your heart. You just want to like, let's live in the backyard. Let's move to the mountains. Let's get out of here. But it's special, and it's special to me. And then when you share what's special to you with your kids, I feel like it's even that much more meaningful, you know, seeing it in them is the best. So
now, where you live, is that right in the mountains, or is it off a little bit? I mean, you're close to the mountains anyway, but.
Yeah, we're close. Our backyard butts up right into some mountains. We're at the foot of Ben Lomond Mountain. and our backyard goes right into the foothills. So it's pretty cool. We get a lot of wild animals back there, a lot of foxes, lots of
Yeah.
deer. We have mountain goats back there, snakes occasionally, but not often. Yeah, our neighborhood has had like ring camera footage of cougars, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
kind of scary when you're putting the dogs out at night, but
Right.
so far so good. They've been fine so far. Oh.
So earlier you mentioned about a business venture, and can you tell us a little bit about that? What's going on?
Yes, we recently and quite by surprise purchased a hotel in Costa Rica. So we are learning like baptism by fire, how to run a hotel in a foreign country from Utah. And so far it's been really amazing. The people we bought it from were phenomenal people who had hired other phenomenal people to run it. So far so good. We've owned it since July 21st, and it's been really, really, really good so far. The people we have working there, our manager and our head chef, are amazing people and amazing work ethic, and they keep everything running smoothly. And so that's been our new little gig.
That's awesome. So can you tell the story of how you found the place?
So my cute husband and his brother went down to, they were doing a backcountry motorcycle trip / buy a house trip.
Wow.
And our cute realtor took them to all kinds of places, great places, wonderful places, stuff that would have worked out great too. And my husband, I think I mentioned earlier, is an engineer. Everything he does is by design. I'm the one who's like, oh, I feel this or I feel that. Never in our 22 years has he been like, I just really felt like this was meant to be. So they were touring around, motorcycling, looking at houses during the day. And our cute realtor was like, hey, I've got a hotel. Why don't you come stay with us tonight? And I'll show you some more stuff tomorrow. So they go to the hotel and they're hanging out with the owners, John and Janet Chantry, who are amazing people. And if you Google John Chantry, he's like a very talented musician. So there's the bar there at the hotel, which was rated #1 on TripAdvisor. Not while we had it, but it will stay that way. But
that's right.
But he does live music there and is amazing. He plays the piano and sings, and he's got a friend named Ken who plays the guitar. It's wonderful. I mean, so they're there and they're taking all this in, and they're at the house last night, and I'm sure they'd had a couple beers, and my husband's like, man, I love this house. I wish this house was for sale. And Janet's like, well, it is, but you have to buy the hotel. And long story short, I was actually out hiking to do the rim to rim again. I went in May. So we're out on the trail and I'm doing a training hike, and service is spotty. And I just get this text that says, I think we just bought a boutique hotel. I was like, oh, great. Was not the plan at all. But I trust Mike. He's every time in our marriage when he's like, I think we need to do this, I doubt it. And then it works out awesome. So I've learned just to let him do his thing, and it's probably going to be awesome. So far so good. I've been down there once. I've stayed in the hotel. The food is amazing. The bar is amazing. The entertainment's amazing. And it really is such a unique place. It sits on a ridge, so you're surrounded by jungle on all sides. And then one side you can see down to the ocean, and there's a beach about a half a mile away within walking distance. You can walk from the hotel. And there was monkeys, picking mangoes off the trees. And it's so insanely cool that I understood why Mike fell in love. I understood the emotional, I feel like this is meant to be, because it really is. It's a special place. And then it was cool, as we came back to Utah, we have friends who've been there, just happened to have stayed there and eaten there, and hearing their experiences made us even more like, okay, we're doing the right thing. This is going to be great. And so far so good. We get to go down again in a couple weeks, and we get to take our kids down for Thanksgiving, and
cool.
It's going to be awesome. I think it'll be great. So if anyone wants to come and visit us, please feel free. The hotel has got availability, and we're also renting the house that's on the property, which we've renters so far, and 2 for 2 good reviews. It's just a special place. So we're happy to share it with anyone.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we'll leave a link in the show notes for
Thank you. That would be wonderful.
and for
That'd
the
be,
Wasatch Wild Woman. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And
It's awesome. It's been a
yeah,
lot of fun.
and now this new outdoor adventure in Costa Rica. I mean, that's more.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited. I kind of threw our first retreat out to people I know, like friends. They're going to be my guinea pigs. So we're just going to run it like a regular retreat. I've sent out like a Google Doc to everyone asking, what their expectations are for a retreat. Cause I know that my ideal day is not the same as everyone else's ideal day.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to get some feedback and then try and run it according to everyone. But I'm so excited. I realized
Doing
the
a
other day.
retreat down in Costa Rica. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now we've got 18 women signed up to go down to Costa Rica. And my cute husband will come with us. He's always like the dad of the Wasatch Wild Women. He has done a lot of stuff. He's pumped up a lot of boats. He's fixed a lot of tires. He's shagged a lot of bikes for us. He's the best, most supportive husband I could have hoped for. And he's really, really good to come along and be helpful and shuttle us and do whatever we need from him. But so he'll be the only man on the retreat, but we're hoping to have a life coach come and do sessions, a breath work session.
Cool.
I'd like to go, there's some canyoneering opportunities down there, surf lessons, massages. So we've got some fun stuff in the works. We have a bar, so we're definitely going to have a couple theme dance parties, So I'm hoping it goes well, and then we can start doing them for other women as well, not just the guinea pigs.
Right.
The first runs, the test runners.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So this has been so fun to talk to you, and you're just amazing. And this group that you're involved in, and now you're creating, it's going to become a worldwide Wasatch Wild Woman. I can see that with the Costa Rica being involved and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope going to
so.
keep expanding your influence.
I hope so. And I hope it's that of good. And I just want to get women outside and show them that they're capable. I just want women to believe in themselves and to love themselves and to love being outdoors. And I want to go with them when they're doing it. So.
That's right. Wow. That is so. I wanted to ask you, do you have a nature bucket list?
I don't. I probably should.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you said you're kind of, you just kind of go with the flow. So, yeah.
Usually whatever anyone else wants to do, I want to go to.
Okay.
And luckily, like I said, there's so many cool women in the thing that there's usually no shortage of ideas. So there's always lots of fun things popping up, and I just want to go. I just usually game for whatever. So
That's
I
awesome.
do need to think about that, though. I'm sure there are things I want to do that I just need to put, down on a piece of paper and make sure they happen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Make it a reality. You put it out in the air, right? Put it out in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. That's a great idea. I need to make my own.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly, for being with us today. It has been so awesome to share this time with you and get to know you more. Do you have anything that tell people where they can find you? That would be.
Sure. On Instagram, I'm just the Wasatch Wild Woman, and you can follow us there. We've got a group me, which is how we put out, whatever we're going to do, calendars and stuff. Mm-hmm. And also at info@almacr.com is the hotel. So you can email us there. The Wasatch Wild Women. I look at all my direct messages. I try and get back to everyone as quick as I can. But yeah, if you are a woman and you want to have some mountain adventures, we're the place for you, man. It's
right.
It's been an amazing experience, and I'm just grateful to have been a part of it. It's been a really special thing. So.